The theme for Heritage Month 2004 was Find It on Main Street. So Alice and I spent Christmas vacation 2003 writing this grant. Well, the students who were going to be working on this grant had to start working just on blind faith that there would be money, that this project would happen. So the students started trying to find photographs of architecture on Main Street, Monticello that's no longer there. We went to the Arkansas Room at the UAM Library, the Southeast Regional Library, the Monticello branch, the Drew County Historical Museum, and of course our standby, the Drew County Historical Journal. And then we got the letter from the governor that said we had been awarded $5,000 for this project. And we got going full blast. And Alice Guffey Miller started involving the rest of the Monticello community.
By the time spring break came along, Mars's class had gotten a bunch of great photographs. And so then it was my turn to pull in everybody. But the first thing we did during spring break was get together with the Boys and Girls Club and the other way at the Boys and Girls Club. And we showed them all the pictures and had them draw these buildings that had been on Main Street. We got the artists everywhere, huh? You want to draw with us? See, we're drawing these buildings. After much drawing of this building and that building, what they really focused in on was the Drew County Courthouse. And this is the Drew County Historical Journal. We all really loved the courthouse, and I realized that it would actually, just the courthouse itself, could take up the whole wall of the, or the two walls at McCloy Park at the pavilion. Then I got the idea that all the little windows and, and all the brickwork would make such a neat design that could then be filled with their self-portraits. And as it turned out, we got about 124 individuals to do their self-portrait.
In 1870, when the courthouse the cornerstone was being laid, and there was this big gathering of people. There were school teachers, there were farm people, there were people from the town, some dressed fancy, some dressed simple. The young woman that's wearing this outfit is a very elegant lady. And so she's going to carry a beaded bag that belonged to my great-great-grandmother. This is a replica that I made out of similar fabric that the original was made out of. I began being interested in aprons. Aprons can really turn something that might not look like much into a kind of neat costume. I think it really helped them to be able to say, okay, you know, I'll try this outfit that looks completely strange to me because I see that that's what people were doing at that time. Here is this very dressed up woman, 1878, and the person who is using this hat, I showed her this picture, and she got interested in this hat. You know, it's funny, you look at all these pictures and you see one thing and it just sort of clicks and inspires a whole outfit, which is how women dress.
For the dedication of the mural, we decided that we had to research the people who actually populated Main Street from 1870 to 1930 when the courthouse stood. So the performance studies students at UAM started researching, interviewing people, going up to Little Rock to the historical archives and finding out material for the script that they had to write, and then they had to portray the characters to bring the mural alive on Main Street.
The construction of the mural happened here at the Rising Oak Studiagio. This is where everything happens at Art Ventures International, Imaginations at Large. And Mark Inglerth became my main carpenter on the project. And so he built everything to my stipulation. We also had Keith Browning come in one day to do some of the roof work on the courthouse. And Mandy Dutton was with him on that particular day doing some priming. Everything was numbered and labeled because there were so many pieces. And when we had it all painted and all put together, Mark and I loaded everything up into the Artibus and took it over to the pavilion.
the rebuilding of the old courthouse. And we have Eric Carolina Davis, who is going to be playing Turkey in the Straw, one of the songs that was played back in 1870. So join in with us. We are going to bring, in fact, Miss Peggy Doss is going to bring us the time capsule that we're going to put in the clock tower here. We're also going to put in a Bible. We're going to put in an arrowhead found here in Drew County to keep us pointed in the right direction. And a copy of the Advanced Montecilonian.
I was walking down the road and a man with a heavy load. Create this mural. Let's give them a big hand. Artists everywhere. Thank you very much.
Really good. How many people think Kai is done? Me. See?
Should that be a hyphen there? Characters featured. Should we say and? Well, then show you.
It's striking likeness, I think.
I'm not letting the children. So she put her eyes. See, that dog's on top of her head.
Anybody else want to proofread the press release? All right, yes, Charlotte, take your turn.